Hare Krishna, welcome to Astronumerovastu. My name is Saachi. Today we are going to learn the relationship between numbers. So this is part 2 of the session. We are going to cover numbers from 6 to 9. Okay? So those who have not gone through the numbers from 1 to 5, please go through that video too. This is the matrix for understanding the relationship between numbers. To understand the relationship between numbers, it is necessary that you understand the personalities related to the numbers. Because when you understand the personality, it will be easy for you to understand the relationship. This I have already covered in my previous session, but I'm again covering here. It will be a recap for you. So number 1, sun is the king. Number 2, moon is the queen. Number 3, Jupiter is the counselor, that is minister in the court of the king. So basically, Jupiter Guru is the teacher of the righteous people. Number 4, Rahu is Robin Hood. So we say Gunda, somebody who is a miscreant who breaks the rules. Number 5, Mercury is the prince. Number 6, Venus is the minister in the king's court, but this 6 is the teacher of the unrighteous people. Number 7 is Ketu, shadow planet, body without the head of Rahu. Okay, so Rahu and Ketu are basically two parts. The body, Rahu is the head portion, Ketu is the bottom portion. 8, Saturn is judge, and also consider this as illegitimate son of the king. 9 is Mars, who is army commander, assistant to the king. Okay, now keep these in mind, these roles in mind, then it will be easy. It will be easy for you to understand the relationship. Number 6, Venus. Okay, so now how to read this table? On the leftmost column, we have provided the numbers. So basically, these are the personalities for which we are looking for friends, enemy, and neutral, which are given in the subsequent columns. How do we understand? We will understand through the personality. Now 6, Venus is the minister in the king's court. So when you are trying to understand this, personality, just consider that the personality in the leftmost column is throwing a party. All right. So just consider who all personalities he is going to invite. So that will actually, give the relationship. So Venus is minister in the king's court. So when minister throws a party, he will invite the king. So 1 is the friend. He will invite 4 and 7. As I told you, 6 is the spiritual master of 4 and 7. So 4 and 7 are his students. So 4 and 7 will also be invited. Now 5, prince. Minister will invite prince because prince is the future king. So 5 is also invited. And 6. So 6 are other teachers. Other teachers are also invited. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 are friends. Now 3 is enemy because 6 is the teacher of unrighteous people, whereas 3 is the teacher of righteous people. So this is 36 ka ankada, we say 3, 6. So they are enemies. So Jupiter will be enemy of Venus. Now neutral will be 2, 8, and 9. So as such, 6 has nothing to do with the queen, the female. 6 has nothing to do with the queen. So 2 will be neutral category. And as such, 8 and 9, I have told you, 8 basically they try to, they try to stay solitary. So basically they don't socialize much. So, and 6 does not have any direct relationship with the illegitimate son of the king. So as such, 6 will come in neutral category. And also 9, army commander, because 9, I told you in the last session that lot of ego. So that is why, and as such 6 does not have anything direct to talk with the army commander. So 9 will be neutral category. Next, coming to Ketu. Ketu is, shadow planet which does not have a head. So when Ketu is throwing a party, Ketu will invite king definitely because everybody, will like to have friendship with king. So Ketu will invite king. Ketu will invite the Jupiter also. This Jupiter, the minister, because I had told you in my previous session when we were learning the relationship of number 3 with the other numbers. So there also, we have listed like this. So 3 for spirituality and knowledge, 3 is friend. Otherwise, it is neutral. So 3 will come in friend category. Now 4 is the head portion of the Ketu. So definitely 4 is also invited. And 6 is the spiritual master of Ketu. So 6 is also invited. Ketu 7 does not have any enemy as such. Okay, so neutral in this case will be 2, queen, Shadow planet has nothing to do directly with queen. Now here, the other 7 is also neutral. Okay, so 7 not friends. Why? Because 7 is also a number of disappointment. If you remember, if you recall, that when we were learning the characteristics of numbers, I told you that this number also is the number of disappointment. So as such, when 7 and 7 numbers come together, like two personalities who are born with the driver number 7. So basically, the relationship will be problematic. So therefore, 7 in neutral category. Now 8, 7 has nothing to do directly with the, this illegitimate son of king. So 8 there, and 9 again, no direct relationship as such. And 9 also ego issues. So I told you that 9 comes mostly in neutral and enemy category. Enemy and enemy and neutral category. Friends very less. Okay. So coming to 8, Saturn. So Saturn, now consider, if you consider Saturn as judge. So 3 is friend of Saturn. Why? Because when judge has to take decision, judge must have the right knowledge. So that knowledge of righteousness is provided by Jupiter. So 3 will be friend. Now 5 is the prince. So 8 has enmity with king, right? But not with the prince, because prince is a baby. So as such, 8 does not have any enmity with the prince. Now coming to 4 and 8. This I've explained in my, previous session when we were discussing number 4. So here 8 is the judge and 4 is the Robin Hood. Now consider a situation where judge has to perform some investigation and has to get some help from somebody from that specific darker part of life, some criminal case, or, some case related to theft or any antisocial case, which, judge wants to investigate, but judge has to take help from somebody from that darker area of life. So that, that Robin Hood, that Gunda will actually cooperate with Saturn and help the judge in investigating the matter. So when they are coming together, because this is, single star. See what single star says: permanent relationship negative and temporary relationship positive. So that means when temporarily they are coming for a project, like in investigating a case, then it is positive. Now consider, permanent relationship. So permanent relationship is what? Judge is taking care of the law and order, but 4 is the rule breaker, law breaker. So as such, permanently, if you see the ideologies, then they are enemy. That is why single star here. Okay, now coming to 8 and 8. Now single star. Permanent relationship negative and temporary relationship positive. Now 2 judges, if they want to devise a law, so 2 judges will come together and, work on that project and get the law made. So that is what temporary relationship is. Now permanent relationship. If there is some selection that is going on for a higher post of the judge, then 8 and 8 will be competing with each other to get that higher post. So as such, permanently negative. But temporarily, when we are working together on a project, then it is positive. Okay. Now coming to 6 and 7, here they are marked as double stars. So double star means need based as per requirement. So 6, first we'll talk about 6. So 6 is Venus. Venus is luxury and opulences. Judge also, needs some luxury and opulences in life. But this is, need-based requirement here in this case. 6 is a friend of judge, but also, comes in the neutral category. If 8 keeps a direct friendly relationship with number 6, what will happen? People will say, oh, he has got so much money, and he has got such a nice car, such a luxurious life. So definitely, he has started taking bribes. So here, that is why 6 is coming in friend and neutral category. Now coming to 7, I told you in my previous session that 7 is the number of research. So when 8 wants to get some case investigated, so he can always get the research done by 7. So that is why. But as such, 7 is shadow planet. So 8 will not like to, openly be friends with 7. So therefore, it's coming in friendly and neutral category both, double star. Now coming to enmity with king, 8 has, this Saturn has enmity. With the queen also, right? Queen also, there is enmity because 8 is illegitimate son of the king. So 1 and 2 both are enemies. 4 and 8 I have explained. Now neutral 6 and 7 I have explained. Now 9. So again, 8 does not have any specific direct, relationship with 9. Why, illegitimate son of, king will call army commander to his party? So no, neutral. Not enemy also, but neutral. Now coming to Mars, number 9. Mars is army commander. See, I told you that Mars has ego issues. So he has friends only with the king and future king, because 5 is prince, 5 will be future king. So army commander has friendship with 1 and 5. Okay, now enmity with 2 and 4. Why? Because 9 and 2 I have explained one story. So I will repeat here. So 9 and 2, army commander and queen. Just imagine that king and queen have gone for candlelight dinner. They are having very pleasant time together. Army commander calls up the king and says that there is an urgent meeting. There is an urgent meeting which must be joined by the king because it is related to the national security or the security of the kingdom, basically. So what will king do? King will immediately, understanding this situation, king will quit that, dinner engagement and will go for the meeting. So as such, 9 and 2, there is a competition in getting, the attention of king as such. So, enemy. Now 4 and 9 again. Why? Because 9 is army commander. In forefront, he is supporting the king, right? And 4 is Robin Hood. But sometimes, when king wants to get certain things done through backdoor, king may get the help from 4. King will not tell army commander for that. So here, army commander thinks I'm very close to the king. Now, 4, this Robin Hood also thinks that I'm a special person for the king. I'm very close to the king. So as such, enmity, and they have lot of, both of them, ego issues. Both of them have a lot of ego issues. So enemies. Now neutral will be 3, knowledge, planet of, knowledge. So 9 needs knowledge, but, because of ego, 9 will not invite 3, but neutral category. 6 again neutral, 7, 8, 9 again neutral. So majorly, major planets for number 9 are in neutral category. Okay, so we are closing the session for today. Hope you liked this series of sessions. Next, we are going to post a video on the professional course. If you have any questions, you can always write to me on WhatsApp. The details are given in the description, or you can always comment and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Stay blessed.